So there are a lot of Monday morning armchair quarterbacks talking about what they would have done if someone ran up on them, daughters in the car, and some assailant started, you know, unloading that heat on them. A lot of folks say they would have ran because, like GS Lil Ronnie did to, I guess, divert the bullets from his daughter. A lot of people saying that what he did was a cowardice act. Took off running. You know, fight or flight, if you will, is what's human nature. But anyway, first, I want to play this video. Uh, and then we're going to get into the question. We're going to give us some context, let the video give us some context. And then we're going to get into the question of how do you know that you wouldn't have ran? Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. And when you do subscribe, hit the notification bell. So every time I drop a video, you will be the first to know about it. Let's hit it.
New here tonight, police in the Metroplex say they have solved the murders of Fort Worth rapper and his young daughter. One of the arrests taking place right here in Southeast Texas. Breaking tonight, 21-year-old Jacoby Russell, now in custody in Fort Worth. His accused accomplice, 24-year-old Adonis Robinson, was arrested yesterday in Livingston. Both men are charged with capital.
Gonna stop right here. Yeah, I'm gonna play the rest of it without fail. I mean, without stop. But I'm always a person to say, I always got a question about the hair. It's just something about the hair. I know some people say, "Oh, my son, he got hair like this, and he's a straight A student." That's fine. He's a good kid and don't get in trouble. That's fine. But the problem is he's trying to have a look like certain characters. Let's just be honest. Certain characters in the rap game, certain characters in the street game at this point in time. Back in the day, people might want to do it because of heritage, trying to look Jamaican, but they also kept their braids and twists and locks clean and kept them up. Didn't have them just looking all over anywhere and not no uniformity to it. So I don't know, but yeah, I've always, like I say, in this day and age, I question kids with the hair like this, especially with the tattoo in his forehead. This boy ain't trying to do nothing in his life. He have no future hopes and goals and dreams outside of rapping and smoking and the gangster lifestyle. Yeah, you may say don't judge a book by its cover, but I say a lot of times you do, because if you're trying to avoid trouble, sometimes you got to. And then because people say they don't want to hurt people's feelings. Well, hell, I don't want to be hurt. So yeah, I'm a judge people, and if you don't like it, if it really affects you like that, either stay away from it or cut your hair. But anyway, let's continue.
Murder in the shooting deaths of rapper Lil Ronnie. His real name is Ronnie Sibley, and also his 5-year-old daughter Romani. They died at a car wash near Fort Worth on Monday. This surveillance video showing Ronnie running for his life around the car wash just before he was gunned down in the town of Forest Hill. This video and this suspect there was key for detectives. It led them 3 hours away, or roughly 230 miles away, to the Chevron station in Livingston. This right here is a pretty rare sight to see. So many police vehicles coming from so far away. PolkCountyToday.com on scene showing more than 10 marked Fort Worth police cruisers converged on the Chevron at 59 and US 190. They picked up the first murder suspect, Adonis Robinson. Once again tonight, both accused killers are behind bars. There is no word in the rapper's killing as far as a motive goes.
So first thing, all these police here, if I get a clear picture, can't really, but all these police here converging on this gas station. Now, when I saw this, I said something ain't right about this, because these are Fort Worth police, like she said, like 3-4 hours away from town. Anytime a suspect is caught in a different county, different state, they arrest them, taking the booking, and then they wait till local authorities, well, like say Fort Worth here, goes down and get them. But in this instance, they converged on a gas station. which lets you know that they were following these people. Now, the young lady that they arrested with this brother, um, she came out with a video and said that she said that the police. She came out and said the police put a tracker on her car. From what the stories are going goes is that the police went to her house on Tuesday. Uh, I guess it must have talked to her, detained or whatever. She wasn't out, and then on Thursday she somehow drives down to down there to toward Houston and picks him up for whatever reason. I don't know. Make it look stupid, whatever the case may be. That could be a story for another video. But right now, just saying that it's kind of weird. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like she said they put a track on the car. And I'm like, okay, that makes sense because there's no way in the world they would all have been down there just that quick. You gonna call and say, hey, suspect is in my gas station. Keep him there till we get there. What, 3 hours away? Not gonna happen. So they had to have been behind it. And she even said that she told that dude that she thought that they was following her, and he said, "Oh, you good? Ain't nobody following you." But you see how bright that cat would he was. But anyway, what I want to do, I want to go to this right here.
on Monday.
Now, this is the video, right? This is part of the video. Now, the video that's out now shows the what happened the before and after this incident here. There's a video on and behind the car wash where you see these two fellas get out the car. Well, you don't really see them get out the car. You see them running from the car around the corner, and then you hear the gunshots. You hear like a flurry of gunshots, and then it stops. You hear one guy say something like, "We got him. You did it," something like that. That's what it sounded like he said. And this guy, I believe, let me let this play.
This surveillance video showing Ronnie
Well, no,
running for
no,
his
that's right. They're not going to show it all. But anyway, I believe it's this guy that's closest to the right or center of the picture. It's still the upper left hand corner, but in the center by this pole, farthest away from Lil Ronnie's car. I think they start shooting here, and then he runs back around. This guy in the gray sweatshirt, white tennis shoes is still standing there shooting because, like I said, Lil Ronnie took off running, and then he hit the ground. So I think they thought he was dead, but then he got up and started back running, and I think this dude started back shooting, and then went around and they jumped in the car and left. But what I wanted to actually see if I can, yeah, what I want to show is if you look at this still picture here, they are shooting to from right to left of the front of the car, which means little Ronnie was on the driver's side of the car, which means his daughter. You see these people over here in these cars, you're gonna see them take off like a sun gun. But I mean, his daughter, can you imagine washing your car? And next thing you know, people are shooting. And this dude here in his black car, they shooting toward his car. I'm surprised his car didn't get hit. I'm sure they talked to this guy, these people there. So I'm sure they talking to him, just ain't telling us. But anyway, they're shooting little Ronnie in front of his car on the driver's side of the car. So little Ronnie's on the driver's side. Because when you watch the video,
this
boom, you
surveillance
see him
video
take off from there. Now, again, the question is, how do you know you wouldn't have ran? So here's a scenario. Here's the questions I have. Here's number one. I don't think they saw his daughter. Matter of fact, the girl who was arrested with Adonis said that her boyfriend, or said that he said that he did not know the child was in the car. So they was just shooting. I'm thinking now the what was it called? The vacuum was in the front seat. So he was probably vacuuming. Or so I speculate, vacuuming. They come around, instantly start shooting. Like he jumps up, probably tried to run, then for some reason ran across the parking lot. Why? I'm not sure. Some people will say he was trying to divert the bullets. Okay, let's give him that for now. So they're shooting him over here, and then he takes off running, and then
showing Ronnie
now they're
running for
pointing
his
it at him right there. You gonna tell me that now one of these cars got hit? Yeah, these cars got hit. I wish I could show the other video, the actual well, this whole video in its entirety. But like I said, he runs all the way up this fence, couldn't jump the fence. I think I said he's gonna try to jump the fence, couldn't make it, ran back toward this dumpster, fell, fell somewhere. I can't remember where he fell. Then got up, ran a little bit further. And I think he fell closer to the other side of the dumpster. But like I said, you're gonna tell me these people didn't get hit. Like I said, the dude said he didn't see the child, which is possible, which goes to the saying of the sins of the father. Child self, the child pays for the sins of the father. Because come on, this dude was a rapper in that drill music stuff. Always had guns and smoking weed, talking about ops and how hard they is, and always got the tool on them and gambling, making money, this that, and the third. That's the lifestyle that you portray. So there's no telling what you're doing behind the scenes. Like I say, rap now is not like it was in the 80s and 90s when it was a lot more entertainment than trying to actually be real life living this life. See, rappers used to get jumped and charged up at shows because real gangsters knew that these guys wasn't living that life. But now these rappers are in the street, living in the streets, and trying to go out and rap, but still living in the street and won't leave the street. And this lifestyle follows them, and something like this ends up happening. Now, from what I'm gathering, this dude is affiliated with the gang that wears this color, because I see it in a couple of his videos I watched. So if you live in that lifestyle, then you have to be prepared to defend that lifestyle. You have to be about it. This is your religion. This gang lifestyle and living this lifestyle is your religion. It's your way of life. So you have to rep it and be prepared to, to delete and be deleted for it. But with this being your religion, you really can't afford to have little kids, because you are or afford to have a girlfriend or a wife, because now you are drawing them into your lifestyle of danger. Family, really, you got to have the money and the wherewithal to move them away, or you move away yourself, because you don't put them in a precarious predicament and being innocent bystanders of things like this, situations like this. But when you're young and dumb, you know everything, right? So my question is too: if you live in this lifestyle and this is your religion, and all you do and you promote your religion on your music videos and in your music, where are your guns at? Where is his gun? Because scenario is someone comes around the corner, you said, first of all, you got to keep your head on the swivel. So you vacuuming, probably vacuuming. If you vacuuming, these things stay on. They don't turn off. So probably really couldn't hear until shots start getting fired. Now you see the shots coming. So he's probably panicking. But again, where are your guns? First scenario, first instance that first thing he should have did, I feel, from my point of view, grab a child, pull it to the floor. He probably told her, get down. But hell, she's in kindergarten. What the hell she know what's going on? She's panicking more. It looked like he panicked more than she did, probably, but she's panicking so much right now. She don't know what's going on. Don't know what's real and what's fake. See her daddy rapping and doing this stuff in the videos, hanging out. Probably think it's cool because her daddy cool because he get all this money and he get all this fame and people know her daddy and he's famous. So she probably think he's the coolest thing on the planet, not knowing he was gonna do this. First scenario, like I said, grab your child, pull it to the ground. Again, this is your religion. In your religion, you're supposed to be carrying at all times. Then you pull out and you start dumping back. Seen a lot of gunfights. You know what I'm saying? A couple in real life, many on TV, on the internet. People have when they have gunfights, people shooting back and forth at each other, running but still shooting. There's no gun anywhere in this man's hand that I can see. That man never turned around to return fire. So again, where's your weapon? Because according to your religious videos, your weapon is always on you at all times. So something ain't right. People say that he should have probably wrapped himself around us, shielded his daughter with his own body. Man, this ain't menace to society. This ain't Kane walking and somebody started shooting the guns and this ain't Kane like crawling in front of a little boy and trying to shield him while these dudes are like shooting guns and shooting guns at him and the little boy don't get touched. No, these bullets pierce. High power, like the weapons that they was used, most likely, high power, at least 45 caliber, whatever, them bullets go through skin. They go through people. They don't go in people and stop. They go through people. So you want to sit there and try to shield your daughter with your body, you definitely gonna get her taken out with you, no matter what. So you got to think about that. Let me see what else. They tell her to get down. X call. Now, with that being said, here's what. Well, let me tell you like this. Let me give you like some examples in my life of times where I had to react, and my child or my children were with me. I can remember a car wreck, driving my daughter to school, and the car pulled out in front of me. First thing I did was threw my hand to the passenger seat. Not like that's really gonna do too much if it's a very heavy car wreck, but first thing I did when I pulled, what I'm saying, is put my hand in front of her like I was gonna stop her from hitting the windshield. But she had a seatbelt on, but still. That's just first reaction. Protect the child, right? Okay. Not getting shot at, but just a reaction to protect the child. Another time, my other daughter, we was coming back from a softball game and there were like some dogs walking. I think people were walking some dogs in the street. But the dogs were like ahead of the people that was walking. Now I'm telling her, stay away from them dogs. She's like, "Oh, daddy, they so cute." And and I said she got a backpack with two bats. And she tried to reach down to pet them. And I tell her, don't stay away from them dogs, back away from them dogs. She get close to them dogs and they start growling. Now she's panicking, she's hollering and crying. First thing I did is tell her, don't move. And I ran over toward her and told her to get behind me. And then but then the people, and then I grabbed her because she dropped her backpack and I grabbed them bats. And by that time, the people who owned the dog came and they came and got him and said, sorry, this, that, and the third. So that's so those are like two examples. Another example was I remember there were two neighbors in the house I live in now, neighborhood I live in now. Two neighbors that live in the neighborhood behind us. I guess they were feuding, but anyway, there's a dude. We're in a rural area, so you can actually shoot guns out here in the country and not get in trouble. I probably can't do as much now because there are more houses here. It'd be kind of stupid to do them, but hell, neighborhood was still here. You can hear somebody behind the shooting, right? Now the kids outside playing, the little grandbabies outside playing, and you see them like you hear some outside shooting. So I'm like, what the hell is that? So I go out, and when I go out into the garage, I can hear the bullets whizzing through the neighborhood. Like, what in the hell? Like in between the houses. So now, caught off guard, you say fight or flight kicked in, and I told the little ones, go, get around the house. Herb get around to the other side of the house. And say, no questions asked. So then I go notify the authorities. Yes, I did, because it was dangerous. And then they trying to say, well, you live in a certain part of town, so we really can't, it's not illegal for them to be shooting. I said, ma'am, this is a neighborhood, and I'm hearing bullets whizzing between the houses. It needs a sheriff or somebody to come out here before this bullet hits them. I got kids out here playing in the street, and somebody's shooting guns behind us, and bullets are going through the neighborhood. And so, guess she got ready to send the sheriff out. And I said, and I told the missus and everybody in the house, I'll be right back. Went, got in the truck, drove around there to wherever dude was shooting to see what's going on. I don't know what he was shooting for or not. I don't know what he was doing. No target practice, get around there, come to find out him and another neighbor shooting, and he trying to intimidate the neighbor by shooting the guns. And I'm like, dude, you got to hold that down. Now he's sitting here with this gun in his hand. I have nothing. And I'm telling this dude, he gonna have to hold that down because dude, I live over there. They got kids outside playing. That's what you do, you know. Like I said, but it's not a scenario where somebody's actually like trying to shoot at me and taking me out, and my child is there. But me personally, I feel in a situation like this, one, again, like I said, if I'm living this religion that he's religion, well, not even this religion, just the how I live, my heater's gonna be close enough that I can reach it at any time. My child will be, I will grab my child. If I can see any kind of danger, anything coming, I'm gonna grab the child, pull her down. Because one, she can't defend herself. She can't run fast enough. She's not gonna know what to do. She's gonna stand there like my daughter did with them dogs. She's gonna stand there and holler and panic. And it's gonna make it worse. And a lot of times it's gonna freak you out because it's like, dang, my child, you feel as a father, you're gonna feel like, oh hell no, my child's not gonna sit here and panic. I'm finna defend, come to her rescue. So if I got to go, if we both got to go or whatever, I'm gonna make sure I'm gonna return fire and I'm gonna do everything I can to survive long enough to take one of them, at least one of them out with me. At least, because if I got no escape, it's fight or flight. And what they say, hit dogs holler, you back a dog in the corner, they eventually he gonna bite. He gonna bite back no matter what type of dog it is. And that's exactly what I feel I would do because that's just my mindset. I've always had a dad, I had a mom and dad who was very protective of their kids. Somebody come out to their kids, an adult. Now, if it's a kid, they're gonna be like, Marlon gonna handle that. But as if it's an adult trying to come at a kid, they did not hesitate to saddle up and go confront the problem, no matter what. And they wasn't no big people, what 5'7", 5'4", but they weren't playing no games. So that's how I grew up. So that's what I know. So it's like anything going down, you know what I'm saying, you gotta defend your kids. But like I said, the question is, I think that's all the notes I have, all the questions I have. But again, how do you know that you wouldn't have ran? Because how do I feel about seeing him run? It's not a good look. It's not a good look at all. I mean, maybe he saw his daughter get hit. Even if I saw my child get hit and got injuries, you still should have made sure she's on the ground. You don't leave your child. You just don't. You don't leave your child. If hell, if my child ain't surviving, nobody's surviving without a fight. Period. So, but again, anybody can say you don't know what you would do in that situation. Hey, if you ain't got no gun, if you're talking about a life that you ain't living, you just might do this. But again, if this is your religion, you stand on it, unfortunately, and you take the consequences that come with it. You got to go. I mean, think about this. You ran from a situation and you still got taken out. Still got taken out. But again, he ran, came back. Then it seemed like he tried to come back, probably toward his daughter to see how she was. So maybe he was trying to, like I say, divert the bullets. But again, problem is, dude, in your religion, in his religion, you stay strapped. You carry guns all the time, and you keep your head on a swivel. So basically, you wasn't trained right. But anyway, tell me what you think about this story. Leave your comments below. Share it with the world. Let's have an intelligent conversation. You know how we do it around here.